Welcome to another part of my Management Accounts Automation Masterclass. If you've landed here without context, I recommend starting with the introduction video. It's linked below. Everything you need to follow along is in the description. Let's get into it. Okay, so we can finally start filling the reports with numbers. So this one, we want profit and loss for the month and 0 for future months. So instead of referring to the dates, I'm going to have the period number here, which is going to help me. I think I may not use it, but and I'm just going to hide it once I'm done with it, because this is just for building the formula. We don't need to see it for reporting purposes. So I would like, so now we don't need to, we can calculate directly on the data table again, but we've already done the calculations nicely for month by month, so there's no need to do this the same again. We can just use these ones, and that's what I'm going to do. So this would be we don't need a sum if. We can actually just do an X lookup this in, oh, this is actually, we know that this is accounts, P&L accounts full. And we want to return first month of current year P&L. And this is coming up as a negative. I may want to show income as positive. So this is that. Let's just see if it makes sense for other. So in this case, this will be a plus. And why is it not working? Because, okay, so I need to stay in that row. And we don't want a minus for expenses. So it looks like it's returning correct figures, the same that we had. The only thing is that if I now copy it across, there's something wrong here now. This probably, okay, so we don't want this column. We need to fix the column A as well. Let's see now. And now, so that's correct, except I don't want to see any income, even if it's already in QuickBooks. I don't want to see anything. I want to see 0. So I'm going to refer to the period number rather than date, and I'm going to add a period number. I'm going to have a little table, period. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 12 periods. Starting with end of month, end of month. And then end of month continued. So these are my month ends. So month end. You can have it as table, and I'm going to call it current year months. And now I'm going to use this table to find out what the current period is. And current period is Okay, I called it current month. So I'm going to XLOOKUP current month in this table here and return period. Just a table 10, and I'm going to call it, so this one was called current month. I'm going to call it current period. Okay. So now I can use this period and refer to it in my formula. So if this, and I'm going to fix the row, if it's greater than current period, then return 0, otherwise return my formula. And that's fine, it's working fine. We can actually make it completely that's fine. I'm going to leave it like this. So let's just copy this here, actually just one, because I want to oh, that's not right. Copy it here because we want to get rid of the minus for expenses. And now we can copy it to all lines. Copy, paste, paste. Oh, what am I doing? Okay, I lost it. Paste, 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 and here. And there's some totals missing, we'll fix that. So we can actually just copy these across. But, okay, let's just continue with these. Copy it. And all of those. And now we have to make sure that this, okay, this is an ugly formula, but I'm going to continue with it for now. And then we want the same formula everywhere, except in these. So that's fine. And now the only remaining, let's just check, thing is to, I don't like the zeros like that. I want just a dash. So I'm going to give it a better style. And actually, okay, got rid of the currency, which is actually fine because I didn't want it. I don't want to see, that's how I want to see it. So that's good. I actually didn't like the currency sign, so that worked. Okay, so this is now, let's just check. So up to date 135,959. Let's just check if that's the P&L. Year to date for December. Yep, so this is correct. So this is now pretty much, it's not fully automated yet, but we're getting there. There's a couple of things that I would like to add to it to be fully satisfied with this being automated and dynamic. First of all, I've just checked if the P&L was correct, if it agreed to trial balance. I just checked by actually manually checking it. but I definitely want to have a check to TB. So check to TB. And these should be 0. So we've got the P&Ls by month here. And this is the first one. And again, this is forward, so I don't want to see it. So we can make condition if this we fix the row is greater than current period, then 0. Otherwise, check to TB. I messed it up. This minus TB. Okay, so these are now. I'm happy with the trial balance. And if I don't like the way the zeros are displayed, I can just round it to 2 decimal places. That's what I want to see, and that's, I'm happy that the figures agree back to trial balance. So now let's do a little bit of test. Let's pretend this, we're now doing this for January. And because I have this table now, I can actually provide, instead of having to type the month end, I can actually give it a data validation date between, no, I don't want date between, I want a list and this. Okay, so now I can choose January 25. So it's period 11 and see what happened to my P&L. The figures have changed. We've got one more column filled with numbers, which is great. All good, except I need to change this manually. And of course, it wouldn't be automated if I had to do that. So I'm going to link this description to the data, to the dates that we have in settings. So how can we do that? We need the first month of the year, and I'm going to actually show it slightly different, March and year to December and year, because when we roll over to January, we will have 2 different years. So I need beginning of the year and current month. That's all I need. And I have that already. I've got beginning of the year and I've got the reporting month. So I want beginning of the year, but as a text in format, I think it was full month, and full year. Let's see what this returns. Yes, and then end, and I want space hyphen space, and again we will wrap it up in text, and the second part was the current month, the one that we are reporting on. Oh, I don't like it. Okay, I'm just going to start with this. Something's blocking me, and let's just do N1, see why. I don't know why it's blocking me. So I want this, okay, but I want to wrap it in text and the same format, full month and full year. Okay, so now I have this March to January, But let's go back to what we are originally working on, which was December. And there you go. This is now fully automated. And that's not all with dates, because these dates I also want dynamic, even though they don't change throughout the, at least on this report, they don't change throughout the year. It's always showing full year. I want them to be dynamic when I change the year. So in the next financial year, I want this to be automatically March 25. So let's do, let's start with the, I think this is called, I actually think we called it, the start of the year was current year start. And if I can just cheat and borrow, no, it won't work. So, okay, so I have to give it a format through text. So I want month, and year. Oh, well, maybe I don't want it. Maybe I just want to show it like this. Let's see. Yeah, I prefer it this way. And then this will be end of month. So this will be also wrapped in text in the same format, which is month, year. And we can copy this across now. So this is now dynamic. And if we change the year to 25, obviously this is not, at the moment, not right, because this doesn't make sense. It has to be, it would have to be some future, so it would work. But this should work. So that's now showing the next financial year. Let's just go back and change it back to our current year and current reporting period. We do have zeros here, yes. Okay, that's fine. So now that's the dates are all, anything to do with dates at the moment is dynamic. There is one more element, but we will address this in the final stage or later stage, when I will be dealing with new accounts that may appear and we don't have them here. But other than that, this is now fully automated report. Let's just check for again for something earlier in the year. Let's say June. March to June, only 4 months, and agrees to trial balance. So I'm happy with that. Let me just think what I want to do. I think I can actually go through all of them in the same manner, just probably a little bit faster, and I will slow down only on parts that are maybe a little bit different, because some of you may get bored looking at me doing almost the same thing. Although, having said that, there will be slight changes. Thanks for watching. You're one step closer to a fully automated month end. And remember, you don't need to go through the entire masterclass before you start seeing results. Each layer we build adds practical automation that you can apply immediately to your own work. By the end of the series, you'll have everything you need to implement the full system to your own data. And if you'd prefer support or want the system implemented for your company, you can contact me through my website. I'll see you in the next lesson.